两会零时差，陪你聊两会。大家好，我是海玲。当前世界之变、时代之变、历史之变正以前所未有的方式展开，世界经济脆弱性更加突出，地缘政治局势紧张，人类社会面临前所未有的挑战。中国声音、中国智慧备受期待。今年的全国两会，共建“一带一路”倡议、中国式现代化等成为广受关注的两会热词。今天我们就邀请到了我们的巴铁朋友，来自巴基斯坦的驻华大使莫因哈克先生，跟我们一起来聊聊。
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Wong, for having me once again on People's Daily. Yes, this is my third time to attend the two sessions. And of course, as you mentioned, this is a very important part of the political agenda in China. And all eyes of the world would be on these two important sessions because they are taking place amidst a very challenging international environment. And it's the first sessions which are taking place after the historic 20th CPC Congress last October. I think the decisions which are going to be taken will be very important, and we wish this session a great success, and I'm sure that it will lead a path to achieve the objective of creating a Chinese socialist modern society and for the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. As you mentioned about the term Bhatia, in Pakistan, China is known as our best friend. And of course, in China, Pakistan is affectionately called Bhatia, the Iron Brother. So that shows the very close and special relationship and friendship between our two people. Talking about CPAC and BRI, it is of transformative nature. It has contributed immensely to Pakistan's economic prosperity and socio-economic development. As you know, the BRI is very important for connectivity. So under CPAC, one of the most important area was building of infrastructure, roads, highways, bridges. Second was the energy sector. Pakistan had faced very serious problems of shortages in energy. So under CPAC now provided a very strong base of energy provision to our country, which is very essential. Third was industrialization. We have set up special economic zones across the corridor, Chinese companies and going to Pakistan and setting up factories in various sectors. And fourth area is agriculture, but we need more modernization into it. So under the CPAC project, we are now working on the modernization of our agriculture sector. And fifth is very important is IT. Of course, this is an age of technology and innovation. So we have a special working group recently established under CPAC on IT. So China is the leader in most of these things, so we are very happy to cooperate. And lastly, of course, I would like to mention the Gwadar port, which is the crown jewel of the CPAC. And I was recently in Shenzhen. Shenzhen used to be a fishing village 40 years ago, and now it's a world-class city of high quality. And Gwadar, which also used to be a fishing village, can also become something like Shenzhen. Last year when President Xi announced this concept of Chinese path to modernization and its 5 characteristics, which was a very unique thing, especially for me because I have been in China for 2.5 years. So I have been traveling around and seeing from my own eyes the economic prosperity and the modernization which has taken place in China and in your cities. And secondly, I think it is about when it talks about material modernization and advancement, it also talks about a balance between culture and ethical advancements also. And more importantly, I think a balance between human and nature. And second is very important, I think, the focus on green and clean development. President Xi's very famous words of lucid waters and green mountains. And lastly, I would like to mention is China's development in the IT field, technology, innovation and R&D. As I told you, I was in Shenzhen and Guangzhou recently, and I visited so many Chinese IT companies. So it was very, very impressive to see those companies in the automobile sector, new energy vehicles, AI, then biotechnology, and drone technology. I mean, those companies in very short time have become global leader in their respective fields. So these are just few examples of China's modernization. And it's very important that this path of modernization is homegrown. It is based on China's own national needs, local needs and requirements, but also based on its historical experiences. So this is very important. We are learning from that.